The first stage of cell division is called mitosis. Within mitosis, the first phase is called prophase. This is usually the longest phase of mitosis, during which duplicated strands of DNA called sister chromatids connect to the centromere to form a chromosome. These chromosomes condense and become visible. Meanwhile, the cell starts to build a system of spindle fibers that extend from centrioles. Plants lack centrioles, so their spindles come directly from their centrosome regions. These centrioles begin to move toward the opposite ends of the cell, and the nuclear membrane begins to break down. The next phase of mitosis is called metaphase. During metaphase, the sister chromatids line up along the center of the cell. The spindle fibers I mentioned earlier begin to attach to the centromere of each chromosome. Fun fact, metaphase is generally the shortest phase of mitosis. Following metaphase, we have anaphase. The sister chromatids separate and begin to move apart towards the opposite poles of the cell. As you can see, each sister chromatid has a centromere. Finally, telophase, the last phase of mitosis. During telophase, the chromosomes begin to spread out and uncoil into a tangle of chromatin. A nuclear membrane reforms around each cluster of chromosomes, and the system of spindle fibers that pull the chromosomes to the opposite sides of the cell now begin to break apart. The completion of mitosis sets the stage for cytokinesis. Cytokinesis is a process that splits one cell into two. In animal cells, the cell membrane pinches inward along the center of the still combined daughter cells. The cell membrane pinches into two nearly equal parts, and each part contains its own nucleus and set of organelles. In plant cells, the daughter cells undergo a different process in order to separate into two new cells. Since plant cells have rigid cell walls, they aren't flexible enough to pinch inward. Now you might ask, then how are the poor plant cells going to divide? No fear, they build a cell plate, halfway between the two nuclei. The cell plate gradually forms from the center and grows to connect to either side of the cell wall. The cell plate develops into cell membranes that separate the two daughter cells, and a new cell wall forms in place of the cell plate, completely dividing the plant cell into two.